Our group recognizes that the University of Massachusetts Amherst stands on the unceded homelands of the Pecumtuck Nation, including the Noatak community along the Quinnipiac. The Pecumtuck and their Algonquian relatives have cared for these lands and waters for millennia, and despite centuries of displacement, Indigenous communities continue to maintain deep connections to their ancestral homelands. Today, tribal nations across southern New England and beyond resist ongoing colonization and continue to live, work, and sustain their culture here. This land has always been and remains native land.
Hi, my name's Ava and I'm majoring in public health sciences, and the volunteering project was really good for me because I got to see the impacts on food waste in the community.
Hi, my name is Dennis. My major is Sustainable Community Development, and the thing I found most interesting during our project was how much food we really waste at Franklin Dining.
Hello, I'm Lily and I'm currently majoring in public health sciences. During the volunteering, I learned a lot about food waste, and I feel good about the department that we partnered with.
Hi, my name is Zoe McEwen, and I'm a senior in biomedical engineering. 130 billion meals are wasted annually. This is equivalent to 5.8 meals per person per year. Food waste contributes to methane emissions, biodiversity loss, and a waste of vital resources and energy. We worked with the Umass Dining Sustainability department to gather information via surveys from students about their thoughts on the dining halls and their own food waste. We also educated students on food waste and provided ways to prevent and take action.
Food waste has a history in society, but it remained modest until industrialization. In the early years of the United States, Indigenous people usually used their food resources scarcely. Some waste was produced by spoiled food and contamination. In the late 1800s, industrialization increased given that refrigerators were invented, cans, and mass production. During the 20th century, rising consumerism and processed foods made food waste a systemic issue. The decades to come saw major economic, social, and environmental costs with food waste.
Civic engagement is when a group activity aims to improve community life and addressing public concern. Team 10 collaborated with Dining Sustainability and UMass Permaculture. At the Frank Dining Hall dish return, we collected students' plates and weighed the leftover food using a scale. Over the course of the project, we gathered data from more than 50 students. Our analysis revealed nearly 90% of the students' plates contained food waste exceeding the average benchmark of 0.2 pounds. We chose this method because weighing the plates provided evidence of waste patterns, and we aimed to raise awareness to students that choose large portion sizes.
In the end, we learned a lot about how urgent we need to be about addressing climate change and how that starts with things like limiting how much food we waste with every single meal. We really enjoyed working together as a team, and it was really rewarding to help contribute for the greater good of our planet. We engaged with lots of students at Franklin Dining Commons and were shocked to learn that 90% of students' plates exceeded the average benchmark of waste, 0.2 pounds. Environmental leadership is interlinked with natural resources conservation, and after hearing from so many different voices, we believe volunteering was definitely worth their time, and if everyone did it, they could learn about these important efforts to save our planet.
Environmental leadership is very important to all of us. Without people taking action, there will never be change needed to start reversing the decline our environment is experiencing.